Hi, welcome Maria Antónia. Thank
Hi.
you for coming for this interview. And for those of you that don't know, Maria Antónia is Director of Marketing and Brand at SIBS and Program Director of SIBS Pay Forward, our acceleration program together. And so to kick it off, what led SIBS to initiate this program, SIBS Pay Forward?
Well, first of all, two things. One of them is that we had a lot of startups knocking on our door, wanting to work with us, and we really didn't have a process that was able to work with them and to take the most of the collaboration with them. And the other thing was that we were able to innovate internally and to change also our culture internally in order to work with fintechs and startups that were just outside our door. And that Web Summit brought even closer to Portugal.
So was Web Summit a key trigger also to create your own brand and your own program called SIBS Pay Forward?
Well, in fact, it wasn't, but it pushed the process. If in fact you have the Web Summit in Portugal and everyone talks about startups and a whole world of new fintechs are meeting Portugal and getting to know what we have, it was an opportunity we had to grab. So.
And actually, about that, you had a big position in the stand, very with light and a lot of people there. How was your presence at the Web Summit both years?
Yeah, it has been amazing. It has been a good opportunity to test our products and solutions in a whole new environment where we have a lot of new cases and solutions side by side with fintechs and startups. And it was amazing to see how the public reacted to what we do and to realize that, in fact, the things that we say that are amazing, that Multibanco has and that we developed in our own house, they are really something revolutionary. Because we really invented some things that even fintechs tell us that they are amazed to see that we've done it, and sometimes we've done it 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and looking at the listing of the things that you have and you keep on having, it's quite impressive, the technical and the business side of SIBS, and it's been going very well, and hopefully to grow.
Yeah.
What do you see as the future of SIBS?
Well, the future, and if we can count on fintechs and startups to be working with us, I believe it will be very interesting. We've been developing around 50 new products and solutions for the last 5 years. Wow. So very, very, very dynamic developments. So we expect that with startups and fintechs, we can be even more dynamic and even bringing more solutions and technology to what we do. Because the another key part that we can bring from these kinds of programs and accelerators is that we are with new technologies and with a new way of looking to the same things. And instead of just doing everything on our own, which what we were used to do, because we develop everything in-house, it's an opportunity to work side by side with different cultures, different kind of people, amazing professionals. The ones that are in fintechs and startups are not the ones that the market left out. On the contrary, are amazing professionals that have an amazing background with different cultures and nationalities, and that can work with us in the same team.
Yeah. No, and you see, I mean, right now the boot camp is going for the SIBS Pay Forward, and we have, I think the average age is between 30 and 40. All of them coming from banks and big institutions and other fintechs, and the maturity level is super high.
And that's a key factor to the success of the program and accelerator, to have some maturity in order to accept advices and also some kinds of knowledge from our part, but also the maturity to understand that working together is better than working alone. Collaboration is the key. And we really believe, and SIBS was created in a collaboration environment, we really believe that if we work together, we can produce more things and better things than if we work everyone on each side and just competing.
And I agree. I mean, and even the results from the first one. So this is the second edition. The first edition, you started working already with a few startups.
Yeah, and it was an opportunity to test exactly what we've told before. We had a new product that we wanted to release, and we could develop the technology on our own. But instead of doing it, why don't we integrate the technology that was already made from a startup, put it in our service, and then to go to our clients, in this case the banks, to provide the service with their technology and their use case. And instead of having probably 3 or 6 months to develop, we had 1 month. So this is something that time to market nowadays in the dynamic world of payments, which everyone wants to be there right now. It's probably the difference between being the leader or not being the leader.
Yeah. Yeah, no, indeed, and it has been demonstrated that the time has been reduced considerably. And what do you consider as, so other companies would be interested in doing the same thing, as would startups. What would you say that a big company needs to have to be able to address the innovation in such a way? Because I consider that SIBS is an exemplar case of reacting fast, having lots of people involved, just giving it all to the program, and also extracting a lot from this program. What would a big company need for it to work?
Well, endorsement from management is key. The management from SIBS defined this program to be strategic in our innovation, in our development of new products and solutions. Also, it was well received by all the management, all the teams that were eager to learn and to work with new people. So it will be probably the things that I would point out. A good decision top level, and the willing of all the teams and all the people that will be inside the program willing to work with. Because if you don't have that, you can have a super program, a super cool accelerator, a super brand for the accelerator, but it can be just a marketing program. If you really want to take out the things, the best things that you can, you need to involve the people within the company. And in this bootcamp, for instance, last year we did also the same. We involved a huge number of specialists from SIBS. Also, top management were here, talking with all the startups, getting to know them, getting in contact with them. And this is a factor that is probably the difference between having a good outcome or not a good outcome.
Yeah. I fully agree. Now I see that clearly in the program. And what about for the startups? Which are the startups in your experience that you've seen that have the best chance and are better prepared to go through such a program and have a positive outcome?
Well, they need to be a little more mature in order to be part of this. This is a very intense program. You need to develop a lot of things. You need to show what you are developing. You are not in a program where you just need to have an idea. This is not an idea or a challenge of ideas. This is an accelerator of solutions, technologies, and products that you probably already have in your clients, in your markets. This means that if you are not a mature startup with matured professionals within, they won't take the best of it, and they probably fail during the process. So the key point for our accelerator, and we believe that it's the thing to do and to keep on, is to have mature startups and also professionals with some background and some knowledge that can profit from our own knowledge and profit from our also the collaboration with us.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. And they have to have, I guess, also the solidity to go to market almost right away.
Yeah.
So advanced prototype and very solid product.
This is why it's easier if they already have a product or a proof of concept, or they've in fact have something to show that we can accelerate. Yeah. Otherwise, we won't be accelerating anything. We can't accelerate an idea. We can accelerate a product or a technology or a solution. Yeah. Okay.
I like that answer. It's very good. And just to close it off, what's your view on what's happening in fintech and regtech and what's going on?
Well, the regtech and the fintech world is not something new, and if we see and look back, we see there are fintechs that are quite old now. But I think the PSD2 and the new regulations that are coming from European Commission will accelerate the market itself. Probably RegTech will be the segment that will have more opportunities, because in the fintech world probably is already a little bit saturated, and sometimes we will see the same solutions from different startups and different fintechs, but they are the same solutions or the same services. Probably RegTech will be the sector that will grow more, and if they can profit from the million regulations that are every day being put down and put up by the European Commission, I would say they have a very good market to be there. And companies really need their help, because GDPR, PSD2, and so on are amazing opportunities for the RegTech startups.
Well, thank you for this. Thank you for coming to BTI. Thank you.
Thank you, and keep in touch with the news regarding SIBS Way Forward.
Always.